Hello again. So, if you're still here, thank you for getting this video first. And let's just move on straight. So I'll just share again my screen and just put it down here and present. So you have a beautiful view. There you go. So, we talked about why you need a persona and choosing a name. I'll just move on here onto the things we talked about. So, basically, identities and personas, the different hats you wear in life, and how much easier it gets, in my opinion, at least, when you can have different personas that you can simply, bring when you need them. And it's about like feeling confident in that persona that will give you the best outcomes in any situation you find yourself in. Then we talked about picking a name. I have here just a bit of a longer list, which is also including places, adjectives, feelings, all colors, even, things that you love. And maybe you can create a play on those things to pick a name. I think I also said already about the inspiration. So look at different names. Maybe you're gonna find something that you love and that you can use to create your own. And think about the things that you want to evoke when people say your name or when you're introduced on stage. And make sure you search online because it will help you both with inspiration and also to making sure that nobody else has this name already. Then next, now you have a name, but that's obviously not enough. You need a backstory, right? Especially now I'm getting really into stage. But honestly, it could be anywhere because I will tell you a little story here. The way that you create and decide to tell your story will make it serve you or not. What I mean by that is we cannot change facts and we cannot change past or things that happened or things that we did or anything. It doesn't matter. Past cannot be changed. But what can be done is you can decide how you tell that story, not even to other people, especially to yourself. So you can choose your rule once it's happened or once it's passed. So basically, once I had a coach telling me her story that she fell in love. She was from a different country. Then she moved halfway across the globe because her spouse had a job at this place. And then she had to leave university. She never finished her degree. She moved to this country she didn't know. And then there, she found it very hard to make friends because she didn't know many people with a similar background. And then her spouse worked so hard they barely have any time together anymore. But then she also had her kids, and then she worked really hard at home raising her kids. She didn't have time to like go to school, finish her degree, or she couldn't really work because of the time she was working at home. And then eventually her partner passed away, and she was left like in a country she didn't know much about with the kids to raise and like no idea how the finances worked because her spouse took care of it all the time. And that's her story. Those are facts. And you can choose to tell the story this way, or you can actually choose to say, well, like she did, I moved country for love. I was absolutely in love that I decided to leave everything behind, family, friends, a country I knew, a place I knew, my studies at university for love. Then I went to this place that I didn't know much about. So at first I was a little bit more at home. And then eventually I had my beautiful kids with whom I could create an amazing relationship because as I didn't have to work, as my partner could always support us financially, I could spend my whole time building this beautiful friendship that I actually have with my kids. We have an amazing relationship because of all of this time I could spend with them. And I didn't miss any of their best years. And then, unfortunately, I lost my partner. And that's one of the reasons I'm so glad I actually chose to move in with my partner, because I could spend these years together. And fortunately, I was left in a secure place financially, and I had the time to learn how to deal with that and get a job. And I had the support from my kids because we got on so well. So you see, so it's the same facts. Moving country, for a partner, losing the partner, not getting your degree, and being alone again somewhere else. But the way she chose to tell her story serves her. So actually, here we are talking about the persona, and here's where we're gonna have the whole freedom, as you can see. The you get to be and choose. You have the whole freedom to create the whole story. You can create the facts even. In real life, you cannot create the facts. However, you can choose how you tell the story. So, as I was talking before, when you have to be in the role of, I don't know, a negotiator for work or something, you can choose to, if you had successes and failures before, you can choose if you're going to focus on your failures or your successes and learn from them both. Like, yeah, I had some failures, but they were really good because they taught me this and taught me that. Or you can choose to be, yeah, and I had some failures and I only learned that I'm not good enough for that. So you choose, you definitely can choose that. And if we are talking about stage here, you can choose even further down there. So you get to choose the facts. So I would like you to think of your persona and think about who's this person? Who are you? Where were you born? What kind of upbringing did you have? What are some of the personality traits? And here I would like you to dig deeper. Why? So if your persona, your burlesque persona, your stage persona is really arrogant, let's say, or even a bit aggressive, badass, why is that? Has someone done that to you? Has life not treated you nicely? Or has something happened? Why is that? If your character is, on the other hand, loving and loves to bring joy to people and very smiley and so on, why is that? Did they have a very nice upbringing? Family that love them unconditionally? Why? Just keep digging deeper. Why is that? And if you can go into even more storytelling, like my character is really poised all the time because actually they had a loss financially when she was a teenager, but she didn't want to lose her status. So she pretended very hard that she always had everything. And that's why she's so poised all the time. Like, I'm not talking about my character. In fact, I'm talking about someone else. But, dig deeper, dig deeper. Yeah. If you want and if you can, write it down. Write your story if you like writing. Then next is creating movement, because of course, if you're in dance, if you're in stage, we want to see your story through your movement, because you won't have really the chance to speak, right? So maybe for a stand-up comedy or something, of course, then you do. But if you're not, if you're like me, you performer, you dance, you're gonna show who you are through the way you move. So I would like you to do this exercise too. And again, just like the previous slide, you stop if you need to, go and think about it. Actually, not if you need to, you do. pause it and go do it. Creating movement, the same thing. Stop now and walk, but not the way you walk. Think about your character, all their background, all the story you just created. How would the girl who did ballet her whole childhood actually walk today? Or someone who believes that the world is against her, how would she walk? Go there and find it out. Play with it. Have a mirror in front of you. And what is that you want people to feel when you do it? Why are you doing it? If you're walking like, why are you walking like that? There is something behind everything, and make sure you have intention there. How do you sit? How do you order food? How do you express your feelings? Are you ashamed? Are you angry? What does angry look like to her? Does it look like really wild and in your face angry? Or is it like angry as in trying to hold it inside of you? What is that angry that you're trying to portray? Okay. Then, so this is another exercise. I would really like you to pause this video and go do it. And sometimes it may take days. Okay. Well, of course, watch the video until the end and then go back and do these exercises. Then next is practice makes it perfect. So I'll give you a few exercises that I like doing, and you can come up with your own as well. One of them, I came up with that on my own, and I'm sure you can do it too. And those things will serve you in a way that it can help you snap into a character much quicker, when you need it. So the alarm one is whenever you have a day off, or if you want, even when you don't, just have an alarm set for like 3 or 4, up to 5 times randomly during the day. When the alarm goes off, immediately you are not whoever you were that time. You are the character you are creating. So whatever you're doing, now you start doing as if you were the character. You are in the shower, then you're not showering as you anymore. You are showering as the character. You are, I don't know, on a tram, on your phone. Oh, no, my character is actually super cultured. They would be reading a book. Open like your Kindle app and go to your book. Just posture. Oh yeah, my character. Yeah, I'm here actually, with my round back. My character is super poised. So actually, how do they speak? Because I speak like that. That's natural me. But Bunny Divine doesn't. Bunny Divine takes her time speaking because she wants you to feel something. So it's the very same thing, how would they speak? Whatever you're doing, do it as your character. Second exercise is faces. So for me, it happens that sometimes I think I'm doing a certain face, but when I watch back like a video, I'm doing something completely different. And very funny is my sexy looks disgusted. Whenever I think I'm doing sexy, I'm actually doing disgusted. So what I had to do is I had to retrain myself so that whatever I'm doing with my face portrayed exactly what I want to portray. And one way of doing that is using someone to help you. So you can do an exercise in which you do a face, I don't know, angry, and then you take a selfie. And then, okay, so happy, and take a selfie. Shy, take a selfie, and so on. Then go ask someone, look at this face. What emotion do you think I'm doing here? And ask them and see if you're actually succeeding at portraying the emotion you want to portray. Then you can also do that yourself. So whenever I'm creating choreography or whenever I have the chance in front of a mirror and I say, okay, I want to do sexy, but then I notice that every time I do a certain move, I do that with my chin and like I hit it. So I'm retraining myself to do that. And I'm like, okay, if my sexy looks disgusted, what else can I do? What else would portray sexy? Maybe some lip, like licking or something. And they're like, oh. And then I watch my videos back and I'm like, yeah, okay, this portrays sexy much better. And then I start to change what I do so that it portrays the emotion that I want it to. And again, practice makes it perfect. Do it, do it, do it, do it again, do it again, do it again. Handwriting. Your character doesn't have the same handwriting as you. So I would love it for you to create a new handwriting for your character. And you can do that while you write your story. Also for your autograph, why not? Maybe you're giving autographs later. Why not have a beautiful autograph? So practice that. A day out. A day out is one of my favorite ones. So a day out is when you have a day off and you go out, but not as you. You go out as your character. I recommend doing that later and also attaching it to something else. So one of my students told me the other day that it's her shoes that do that for her. When she's wearing the shoes, she can really bring the, I don't know, bad bitch she wants to evoke. And we call that, I think it's actually on the next slide. Oh yeah, your full moon. So the way that full moon affects a werewolf and then they become the werewolf. So what is your full moon? Or, like maybe we would say kryptonite for Superman, but it doesn't make you like weak. But the one thing that makes you change. And most of the time, it will have to do also with the way you dress and the way you do your makeup and hair. So on that day out, you put on your makeup, you do your hair, and you dress as your character. If you want to overdo it, go all in a gala dress, if that's the thing. Why not? Life's short. Never postpone joy. But it could be also, okay, it's my character, but they're going on a casual picnic at the park, but then do it as your character the whole time, as much as you can. When you talk to someone, don't talk as yourself. Go and ask, for your food as your character. Yeah, may I have a glass of champagne then? Just give me the best you have. Just order as your character, not as you would, oh yeah, please, a glass of Prosecco. You see, make it intentional, play with it, have fun with it. That's the most important thing. And of course, while dancing, that's another exercise that I love doing. And of course, that's for the stage. But, if you want to go out more or something like that, it could be also for the nightclub. But you can portray different emotions. So what I like to do is to have a little combo, simple combo, like, I don't know, 10 counts of 8 or something, like something simple, and play different music and dance to it in different ways. And then you portray sad, you portray creepy, you portray angry, you portray wild, and all of those things, and being able to do that at the snap of your fingers will come from practicing. So do it, do it, do it. Okay, these are some of my favorite exercises. And again, try them out. Try one. And the alarm one, for example, it's not something that you would do today. Okay, and I'm done. Do that for months. Do that for as long as you want. Do that for every character you want to create, which comes in the next slide, and which I forgot to change to November there. I'll do it. Improving and less words. So rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So I've been Bonnie Divine for 3 years now, 4 years. I still work on her a lot. I still go, get. I still go and think about her background and her story. I think it's not fully complete yet. And it's kind of fun because the more I find out about her and the way she likes to move, the easier it is for me to put on a show and create choreography even. So everything ties together, you know, in a circle. You may have different personas for different acts if you want to. You don't have to be the same. You see there are some I know some performers who actually have different personas that they can play. They play like the geisha, they play a man, they play a prostitute, they play Hollywood star, and so on. And for each of those things, they're a different character. You can do that too. So as I talked before, hair, makeup, and full moon. And I will go with also dress up, like whatever you dress that can help you a lot get into character. And keep going, keep rinsing, keep repeating, and remember that nothing must be forever. If one day you decide that doesn't suit you anymore, just move on, you know? Okay, I want a different character. I want a different name. I want to play something else. Why not? It's play. It's fun. Go for it. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and please feel free to ask me any questions you may have. And yeah, leave a comment if you would like me to reply, and reach out if you need anything. And thank you again. Bye.